I've been looking back at my life lately and wondering, what happened? I had all these visions for my life. Pretty much most of them didn't come to fruition. I kind of just fell into things, And looking back, I'm wondering, should I be sad about that? Does that matter? The life that I had planned and designed in my head, the dreams, all those things. What if they didn't come true? And I find myself here in the second half realizing, that most of them didn't. In school, I wasn't the popular one. I wasn't a star athlete. My grades were terrible. Most of the time, I wasn't in the popular group. For the most part, I felt a little frumpy, kind of like a misfit, Even the times when I fit in a little bit, I still felt like a misfit. And then I had all these desires for that kind of middle part of our lives. Being a wife and a mom. I grew up dreaming of the white picket fence, like so many other women, right? Or so many other little girls. I played with my baby dolls and my Barbies and all of those things, pretending like I had this little family, practicing for that one day, right? But then reality hits and there's divorces. I don't stay in that perfect little house that I had imagined. I sell it, move on to a new chapter. I wanted 7 kids. How crazy is that, right? I had 5 though, but I wanted 7. So that didn't come true either. Crazy or not, it was part of the plan. I spent 6 years not being able to conceive in my 20s. Between my first child and my second. That was heartbreaking. I didn't plan that. I thought I'd have a whole busload by then. And that's crazy, I know. But, I'm the gal with crazy ideas. Imperfect marriages. Imperfect kids. Imperfect me. It was not a storybook by any means. I lost a child. Some of you have lost spouses. Maybe there's some who have lost children. That wasn't part of my plan. That pretty much destroyed me. And it will for the rest of my life. It certainly destroyed any plan that I have for my life. Finances weren't as they should be. I thought I'd be a millionaire by the time I was 30. At least that's what I kept professing in my teenage years. Far from it. Life has been a financial struggle. The hamster wheel, never seemed to get a grip. And then there's health. I have a disability. It is stable for now, but I didn't plan that. Other family members, for some of you, have disability and you're a caretaker. That's a hard thing, or it just kind of limits things in your life. You didn't plan for that. All of these things that came about from life evolving and moving on. I didn't have the career that I thought I would have, that I went to college for. Well, that's a pretty common story nowadays, right? So many of us get stuck in our careers and get dependent on the finances, just enough to pay some of the bills, but not enough to move you forward and plan that future you've always dreamt of. So you get stuck. And then we find ourselves in the second half. A lot of regrets, a lot of disappointments. I know most of you feel that. When we look back, we're not always as forgiving of ourselves as we should be. But you know, I think it's okay. It's okay that we didn't get the life that we thought we'd have. Isn't it? Isn't that okay? Because that's really just life, right? Full of surprises. Full of struggles. Full of realism. So let's just let that go. Let's just say we didn't get the life that we wanted. And that's okay. We're right here. We survived. We're fine. And those of you who are in your second half like me, we're not done, right? There's still so much that we can do. I never thought that I would be on YouTube. I have 2 channels now. I have my channel where I make my little backgrounds for birthdays and stuff. And then I have this channel. And, you know, I make my little notebooks that don't make me any money. But I like it. And it's okay. All of it, except for one thing, as you can imagine. But as far as all the other stuff, we can let that go, right? Because we don't have a choice. We're right where we're at, and we're right where we're gonna be. The only thing that we can change is what's in front of us and how we feel about where we are right now. So I just encourage you, let's just take a deep breath and let's just say, I didn't get the life that I wanted. I didn't get the life that I dreamt of. Maybe you got the life you wanted, and you just didn't realize it until now. But most of us didn't get the life we dreamed of, for sure, right? So here, let's just let that go. And start anew. Forget that vision. Leave it behind you with no regret. Because in the second half, we look forward, not backwards, right? This is our new beginning. It's a new season. And it's a season without any shackles. Not many. And with a lot of wisdom. You can do a lot with no shackles and a lot of wisdom, right? So there you have it. That's my wisdom for the day.
Listen for me when you're at your peak. Babe, would you listen for me? Listen for me in a child's power. Listen for me in a golden